Taz effect hits you like a wave, a fresh new spin on the news you crave. Turn the page and you'll see the light, a different angle that feels so right. No more waiting for the truth to show. Every story starts to glow. Daily news in a way you didn't know. It's the Taz effect that steals the show. Open your mind, let the colors flow. Daily news in a way you didn't know.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me for the Taz Effect Daily News in a way you did not know you could use. Thank you for joining me here for Fun News Friday, our weekly break from all of the craziness, and we can discuss the humorous or just interesting stories found all around social media. For those tuning in and listening over the radio airwaves, thank you for listening in over gcpr.live, and for everybody else watching and listening from all around the social media sphere, thank you, thank you, thank you. um I promise y'all, every week, I know I say this, but I really feel it in my heart. Something is wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all. I feel like I should close all my DMs and shut down the public email, because what is wrong with y'all? Okay. Now this week it was difficult. It was difficult when I went down, did the little tick marks to see, what was sent the most, what was requested the most. There were a lot of ties. So this is a compilation of the ties. And if I did not get to, hey Annabelle, hey Nightbird, if I did not get to a video that you sent in, I probably saved it for Saturday shenanigans over my TikTok page, because what is wrong with y'all? Whatever it is, I like it. Okay. Because who child. Okay. I did not know how to label these. But I guess this is don't try me at church, because this is a church meeting. These people are on stage, so to speak, at a church. Keep that in mind. And for the record, no, I've never pulled shenanigans like this at church. Y'all probably don't believe me, but that's the truth. Here we go.
You have some things you wanted to say in response to an earlier remark.
Well, I just want to tell the truth. Patricia, the reason you didn't know where I was for the last 20 years, because you were strung out on crack. Now, you have admitted to that. You also were in a cult. You have admitted to that. So let me tell you something, what I was doing the last 20 years. I was starting a business on the South Side. I was hiring people. I started a business from scratch. I was not strung out on crack. I don't have a record. I, in fact, have...
Well, I bet you she won't forget who that lady is ever again. Damn. The reason why you ain't know who I was for the past 20 years, because you was smoking that crack. Ma'am, Miss Mamas, what did the late, great Whitney Houston teach us? That crack was whack. She didn't tell us not to do drugs. She told us not to do crack. And what did we learn from this? What did we learn? That crack will prevent you from starting businesses, girl. Chicago's diabolical. Oh, she had to say what's outside. Exactly, Nightbird. Meet me on the South Side. Because she stood up. Like, I want you to see me when I tell you this, you cracky. Before somebody comes in and thinks that I'm laughing at addiction. No, I'm not laughing at addiction. I'm laughing at that read. Okay, realize if you are not healed from your past, don't jump in the arena with certain people, okay? Because certain people will dip down, scrape the bottom of hell and toss it in your face. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. All like $5 house. Exactly. Now, um, I, okay, I do know why so many people said this one, and this is a chuckle. Now I'm gonna set the scene, okay? This is why I love Fridays so much. And I really enjoyed Thursday nights going through all this stuff. But imagine you got to go into the courthouse, okay? You go get you an attorney. You think you got you a good attorney, okay? You think that you know what? God got this, and the legal mind of Prescott, Dooney, and Burke got me too. And then, surprise, surprise.
Let's get into Alabama. Alabama man is pissed because he got him a lawyer to represent him. Yes, as they walk into that courtroom, he think he in good hands. He get up there, the court judge look like, okay. Jay! Yes, sir. Cop him. Me? Not just you. Your lawyer too. What the hell? What he get cuffed for? He got warrants. What the son? What? He must be representing me. I'll beat your ass. Cuff him. Now he mad. You got big reputation, sir. You better duck it.
Wait a minute. So now you got to run background checks on your legal representation? Like nothing says you are a horrible attorney that you walk into court that you should have known you should have been walking into court with, and you end up locked up. They won't let you out. They won't let you out because you locked. Like, what? Like, how bad do you have to be at being an attorney that you didn't even check your own stuff? You missed your own court date? But what did you do, sir? What did you do, Mr. Man? Mr. Lawyer Man, what did you do? You know, many years ago, somebody told me that there are lawyers that become lawyers because they like hanging out with the criminal element. The bruh took it too far. He took it to he boy boss too close to the sun. He was like, screw representing the criminals. We're gonna be co-conspirators. He said, I'm not gonna look from outside the club. I'm looking from inside the club. Oh, somebody wants attention. Okay, hold on. Hey, Droxy. Okay. From the YouTube side of things, you say you were so dumb. You just take the news off social media without doing any sort of research or even a quick Google search. You were the problem. Sweetheart, I know you can see the title of today's show. And you can see what's behind me. It says Fun News Fridays. And what's the tagline? We take funny stories and different things from around social media. We laugh and we talk about it because we need a break each week because we live in a hellscape run by a pedophile. Okay, and assisted by pedophile protectors that have thrown us into a war that we don't need to be in. So, no, today is not the day for serious news. Today is not the day for me to break things down into bite sized pieces for people to digest. Today is a day for us to laugh. Now, it's an interesting way for you to come in here and show us that you are invited nowhere with no one and that you have no friends. The last time somebody was in congregation with you was when there was medical staff in the room when you were born. You survived the other sperms because they chose to go the other way. And your mother was supposed to have her throat impregnated, not her uterus. But here we are, left with her dilapidated coitus coin. Now, if you're going to come here and try to troll, I'm going to need you to have a whole lot betwixt your ears and behind your eyes. Otherwise, you become a part of today's entertainment. But I do want to thank you for helping my algorithm. Now, Godspeed and go on the fuck somewhere else. Okay? Okay. Child, let's continue getting high and talking about the news. Have anybody seen Better Call Sal? Yeah, it looked like the attorney needed to call Sal. He was like Tamu Sal. He was like, what you gonna be today, Sal? But you know, we couldn't afford the real version. We got this one on Timu. Actually, they went back to wish.com and ordered it off of there. Just came in because of the tariffs. Hey, Jay. Oh, Chuck, could you? I'd be so mad. Okay, while we were in booking, I would be looking over at the attorney. So I'm getting a refund, ain't I? I'm getting a refund. You can't use that as bail money because I need it for bail money. Your one and only phone call better be to your assistant. That better hit my cash app today. Oh, thank you, April. You know, sometimes I do have to open up the library and read a bitch for filth. It's not story time with the drag queen, it's story time with Taz. I ain't got no sense. Now, I know over the years, some people have been very perplexed as to why some people like to view the 24-hour feeds at zoos and aquariums and stuff like that. Child, let me tell you, these zoos have more going on than any reality TV show that you think is hot ever right now, in the past, that could be made in the future. You heard me? And this story was sent so many times. Sorry, I'm giggling just thinking about it. That, you know how the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake had everybody questioning, like, are we pettying the right way? Okay. Are we really letting people know how we feel about them completely and fully? Are we doing that? Now, if you thought that beef was epic, baby, I got a Zootopia beef for you. Listen to this.
I can't stop thinking about this orangutan who became famous at the San Diego Zoo during the 80s because he kept escaping as they genuinely did not know how he was escaping. And then I found out this orangutan's name is Ken Allen. Who gave him that full government name? Ken Allen escapes his enclosure 7 different times. Every time he would escape, zookeepers would panic and they'd be like, that's so dangerous. I hope he didn't hurt any other animals. Let's go check the surveillance cameras to see what he did. Ken Allen is just chilling. He's just strolling through the zoo, sitting on a bench or two. Any bench he sees, he would sit on. But Ken Allen didn't break out just to sit on benches. No, he has serious business to tend to. He'd beeline for his enemy's exhibit. His enemy's name was Otis. The second time Ken Allen broke out of his enclosure, he was caught throwing rocks at Otis. You know how some of the enclosures will be like open because you're above the animals? Ken Allen just has the higher ground and he's just attacking Otis for hours throughout the night. Everyone's like, Ken Allen, that's bad. You shouldn't do that, okay? We're gonna figure out how to keep you contained. They would put him in solitary confinement. One of the zookeepers has an idea. They're like, what if Ken Allen doesn't like Otis because Otis has 3 females in his enclosure? They came up with this plan to give Ken Allen 4. After they put the 4 females in Ken Allen's enclosure, both Ken Allen and 2 of the females keep breaking out of their enclosure. How were they supposed to know? Ken Allen just told them a cool place he could show them.
Wait a minute. Now remember, their enclosures are not near each other. So how this beef started, nobody knows, but it's diabolical. Okay, it's diabolical. Just about it. He walking around chilling on the benches like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. Where you get this from? You get this off Amazon? And then he's like, oh, who's this bitch? Otis. Otis. Let me remind you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming here to see you. They coming to see me. I sell the records. And Otis, in my mind, I just imagine Otis being like, fuck you, man. Like, they coming to see me. I'm the star of the show. You don't even live around here. This ain't your block. Your record tape was like, baby, this O block. Wherever I go, it's O block. You got to go. And then somebody, of course, it had to be a man, was like, you know what? Maybe it's a jealousy thing. You know, Otis got the ladies. Let's get Ken Allen some ladies, okay? And if you hear an animal that has a first and last name, that's a black person, okay? A black person done named that animal because a black person don't realize that's a black person. That's what you call. Okay. I was like, you know what? We're going to give Ken Allen some ladies, but we're going to make sure he has more ladies. Okay. We're going to stack him with a bountiful harem, if you will. Y'all just gave him accomplices. Okay. He explained to the ladies, like, look, we're going to rotate. Who going to come with me and who going to stay here and sound the alarm? Okay. To ring the alarm. Like, come on. And he was like, come on, ladies. And the ladies was like, I'm down for the beef. Let's go. They was like, you want to ride with me? They was like, yes. They was on their Bonnie and Clyde stuff. Okay. They was ready to set it up. But everybody's safe. Everybody's safe. Just not Otis. But the bargaining, the trying to like, you shouldn't do this. That's bad. That's naughty. He's like, it's naughty that Otis exists. This ain't the Temptations. This the Ken Allen show. But could you imagine being somewhere? You don't even see this person. You never see them. You walking around your neighborhood, chilling. Then you see them, and instantly you want to hit them with a brick. But I will give Ken Allen this. He didn't throw a brick and hide his hands. He was like, nah, I did it. And I'm gonna do it again. Watch. But at least he stayed in the zoo. And the fact that we all know he can get out, he ain't getting out to do anything to the staff. He don't want it. He was like, hey, playboy, run that fade. Here's Ken Allen, and these are the Zootatians. I can't. I tell y'all, this is, hey, what's poppin', twin? This is why I love Fridays. This is
My humans made a terrible decision. They brought home a waterbed. Let me repeat that. A bed full of water. The big human, Dad, was proud. Very proud. He patted the bed like he had invented comfort. It's like sleeping on a cloud, he said. Incorrect. Clouds do not wobble like a nervous jellyfish. Mom sat on it. The whole thing did a slow-motion wave. Dad bounced slightly. Another wave. I froze. The bed was alive. Clearly, I circled it 17 times. Sniffed it. Pressed one paw gently. It moved. I jumped back like it had barked at me first. The humans laughed. I did not laugh. I slept on the floor that night to monitor the situation. For safety. Their safety, obviously. By day 2, I believed I had mastered the water beast. Dad lay down. The bed wobbled. Mom turned over. Mini tsunami. I thought, this is my moment. I launched. Full speed birthday energy jump. Boeing. The bed rippled like a dramatic ocean in a movie trailer. Mom screamed. Dad rolled. The wave effect continued for approximately 47 minutes. Human time, 8 seconds. I tried stabilizing the ocean by running in circles on top of it. Mistake. Now we had 3 waves. Dad shouted, "Stop moving." I cannot stop moving. Movement is my brand. I bounced again. Mom clutched Dad. Dad clutched the pillow. I declared myself captain of the watership. By day 3, I knew the truth. This was not a bed. This was a giant indoor water balloon pretending to be furniture. And balloons are meant to be popped. Mom was reading. Dad was adjusting the pillows. I was doing quality assurance testing. I jumped. Boing. I pawed. Squish. Interesting. I pawed harder. Squish, squish. Very interesting. Then I used my teeth. Just a little nibble. A tiny scientific bite. A microscopic research bite. And then, pshh. The bed exhaled, like a dragon giving up. Water began shooting out like it had been waiting its whole life for freedom. Mom screamed. Dad slipped. I slipped. The mattress deflated in dramatic slow motion. The room turned into a swimming pool audition. Dad tried to hold the hole closed. Mom grabbed towels. I thought, oh no, the ocean is escaping. Water everywhere. Carpet squishing. Humans sliding. Dad yelling, "Why would you bite it?" "Excuse me, sir, you brought a chewable lake into my house. What did you expect?" I stood there, wet, heroic, slightly confused. The bed lay flat like a defeated pancake. Silence. Then Mom started laughing. Dad tried not to. I shook my fur, which created round 2 of indoor rainfall. They both screamed again. I call that encore performance. The waterbed left the house 2 days later, replaced by something called a normal mattress. Boring, stable, unchewable. But let history record this. If you install an ocean in your bedroom, do not be surprised when the dog becomes a shark.
Okay, the movement is my brand. Golden. Golden line. Golden. Now, growing up, a good friend of my mom had a waterbed. How did I know? Because sometimes we would get together at their house. Myself and her daughter would be in their bedroom and we'd be on the waterbed. But I can only imagine a dog just like, what is this? Is the pool in the house? I like this. Ooh, this nice. He's like, I'm taking a research break. There are certain things you just cannot do, okay, with fur babies or actual children in the house, because it does not matter how much explaining you give. They think you stupid, and they need to do their own scientific evaluations before they trust your words. Deepest blues. That dog speak like Shakespeare. My cousin had one, and Lord, it will put you to sleep. It would, and I think that's why they let her and I chill in their room and watch TV. Because I couldn't tell you a thing that we watched in there. I couldn't tell you what else was in that bedroom. I don't even recall being awake that long in that room, quite honestly. The only thing I remember in that room was the waterbed. I can't tell you the size. I couldn't tell you the color of the walls. Okay? We would go in there, next thing you know, it's time to go. We going home. I'm being woken up like, huh? What? What kind of devil magic is this? But look, this is why in a lot of things I couldn't even get mad at my kids as they were growing up, because I realized something. They're going to do their own scientific research. because we just getting to know each other. Okay. We start off as strangers. I was a stranger that took home strangers. Like, think about it before you get mad at me. I want you to think about children and how we get together. You a stranger to them, they a stranger to you. Why we are so instinctively trusting of one another? Because humans are stupid. So when my kids would do certain stuff, you know what? I understand. Plus, you come from me. I get it. I don't want to get it, but I get it. Okay, I understand. But the visual of just like this geyser explosion, and not gonna lie, not gonna lie, I'm a fully grown adult woman. Okay, sometimes my intrusive thoughts are just take a little nibble of that, see what's under the surface. I don't, I don't do that. I know some of y'all don't believe it, but I don't. But I want to. So I kind of understand him on this. And have I looked at a waterbed like, how durable is it? Like if I bite it, then that's how I got you. that is true. That is true. I'm gonna go pick up this stranger. Just take it home. Just keep it. I picture your nephew causing chaos. I didn't update y'all. First of all, he does cause chaos. And come to find out, as a gentleman says on TikTok, come to find out, I'm not the person that he's causing this chaos with. And he has now recruited my minions, my children, to help him. Because the oldest, the custodial minion, called me last night talking about, in less than a week, half of your kids will be in their 30s and the other half in their mid 20s. There's 4, okay? 4. 4 of them, okay? Talking about half and half. I tried. I told him, I said, first of all, leave me alone. Then he was like, well, I know where you are. So I can just come over and bother you. I need your hobby not to be randomly checking the location of your mother. Don't you have better things to do? He said, no, I'm offended for you too. He should be. He's like, no, I don't have better things to do. His girlfriend in the background laughing. She's like, no, we don't. Oh, ma'am, Miss Mamas, you helping him? Like, what is this? My kids, all of them, randomly, will just check my location to see where I'm at. Talking about we can't really trust you to your own devices. I'm an adult. They said, hey, when we was kids, we couldn't trust you to your own devices. We just couldn't track you then. I'm blocking them all. I blame the phones. No, he didn't have to rub it in my face like that. They tried to make sure you say they are. They nosy. Because there's one time I got a text and then a call from the secondary custodial minion. Okay. Miss Peanut Butter and Sass herself, Cinnabuns. Okay, my oldest daughter. She goes, why are you in the middle of a field in Indiana? I'm not in the middle of a field in Indiana. I am in Indiana. How do you know I'm in Indiana? Wait a minute. She's like, why are you in Indiana? What? You stop. It's at a gas station. I don't know why the gas station showed up as being in the middle of a field. Both mine told me and their father that we're ancient. See, they don't be telling me that. That's the kidnapping insurance, Jay. They once kidnapping me. I guess they try to figure out which of their siblings has kidnapped me at this time. But yeah, but they also laugh when we go out together, especially my oldest son, because people generally think he's my boyfriend. I'm like, I gave birth to him. No, I gave birth. I wouldn't date him if we weren't related. I don't see why y'all dating. The little girlfriend talking about, you just say that he's crazy. I don't see why you with him, but I'm glad you are. Yay. Only the strong survive. Be strong. Be blessed. Don't call me. That's your baby now. Rock it. Somebody told my one daughter-in-law, like, oh, how is it having her as a daughter-in-law? She's like, great. She mind her business. We mind our business. I don't think y'all know how happy I was specifically my sons found mates. Okay. I've been their only friend for far too long. Not literally, but they act like I'm their only friend. When they found somebody that they was like, oh, I can hang out with her. Please and thank you. I love my kids. Okay, I do. But they would still be inside of my skin if they could. Especially the boys. They did not want to be born. Okay, they just wanted to grow and develop from the inside. And given their diets, I would have heartburn forever, ever, because of what they decide to shovel in their faces. Absolutely not. No, that's why I was happily, okay, the giver awayer at the wedding, the ring bearer, and the flower girl. People was like, you was the flower girl at your son's wedding? Yes, I was. I was a delightful flower girl. It's a wonderful honor. Y'all should try it sometime. People ask me, who's on your guest list? Baby, I'm on the guest list. I don't have one. But in all seriousness, mamas out there, if you got a kid getting married, be the flower girl. Be the flower girl. It is oodles and oodles of fun. Okay. No responsibilities. It's fun. And if your kids, like my kids, they'll give you little snacks and treats to keep you focused. It's wonderful. Okay. It's wonderful. And you can be whimsical and prettyful. It's beautiful. It really is. Ring bearer thing was a little tricky. Didn't realize how small my fingers were. Reese's cup. Yep. Got Reese's cup set there and then. And then. And it was when, what was it? Reese had one of their limited special Reese's out, and they bought me like a big thing of them. And I got a cookie butter brown bear iced latte from a coffee shop down there. Now, if you're somebody who likes a little taste of toasted coconut, hazelnut, and mocha with a little caramel drizzle, it's a coffee for you. It sounds like it would be super sweet, but it is not. It is, if you like a nice dessert, but you don't like a lot of sweetness, it's the one for you. But if you're the type of coffee drinker that needs the taste of coffee, you're not going to like it because it does not taste like coffee. Kind of tastes like a well-balanced milkshake. Yeah, more or less. So that was good. Now, this next one, I called it side piece revenge, but then I was like, well, the side piece wasn't the one that got revenge. So we'll just say, men, don't cheat on your wives. Don't cheat on your wives, especially if your wife is smart. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to play this. Now, those on TikTok, I'm going to flip the camera because I need y'all to focus and not look at my face as this is going on because y'all be getting distracted by my reactions, which I understand. But just really, really listen and take this in. Do not cheat on your wife when your wife got some workers smarticle particles, okay? Yeah, that's fine. Well, 7:30 because I have I'll be done at 7:30. Here we go.
Am I the a-hole for gifting daughter presents meant for husband's side piece? Back in 2018, we went on a Christmas trip to see my now ex-husband's Joe sister, Jill. He was acting strange and would not talk to me. His sister, whom I only met one time before, ignored me. We had presents sent to her house, so we did not have to pack them. I was wrapping presents, and Joe and Jill went outside for a period of time. He would not tell me what they were talking about. When we went to pack up, Joe was very concerned about his backpack. Only he could touch it. I thought, this is odd, but whatever. A month prior to leaving, I found a prepaid card in his wallet. I took it to see what he would say. He asked about it and said it was for work. I found it and gave it back to him. About a week later, I asked if he was having an affair. He said no, and I dropped it. We have not been in love for quite a while, and I knew we were heading towards divorce. Upon return from a trip, something told me to look in his backpack. So while he was showering, I looked and found 2 bracelets and a gift bag. I took the 2 bracelets and hid them. Hold on, I just gotta stop reading here for a second because, like, OP, what are we doing? I can already tell people are gonna be like, oh, you're victim blaming, blah, blah, blah. But like, genuinely, girl, like, why are we playing games here? We have not been in love for a while and we're heading towards divorce. Get the divorce. I found the 2 bracelets, so I hid them. Like, why are we playing these games? I'm sorry, but it's like really immature to me. Don't get me wrong. I'm guessing the husband's cheating. He's absolutely. But like, also, girl, I don't understand why you're just making this worse for yourself. All was well until he went to the car to leave. He came storming in demanding I give the bracelets back. I simply replied, what bracelets? He said he bought them for me for our anniversary next month. He knows I don't wear bracelets and actually hates them. Why would he be freaking out if the bracelets were for me a month later? He stormed out and we didn't talk about it again. I was finally able to get in his phone and discovered text messages confirming the affair. Part of me didn't care because we were not in love, but I still felt betrayed. 2 years later, we are divorcing. I'm cleaning out our rooms, helping him pack. We had a very amicable divorce. Hold on. It took you 2 years to divorce from that moment. I don't know. I get it. It's hard. I'm probably being a little bit of here, but like 2 years? Really? While cleaning, I found the 2 bracelets I had hid years ago and forgot about. I didn't want them, but our middle child, female 15, loves jewelry. Oh my God, there's a child in this. Oh, that poor kid, man. We were separated but decided to have Christmas at the house together. So Christmas morning comes and kids are opening gifts. The look on Joe's face as our daughter opens the bracelets was priceless. They were rose gold, her favorite. Her face was beaming with joy. He sat there looking at the jewelry like a deer in headlights. So am I the a-hole for gifting the jewelry to my daughter meant for my husband's side piece? Listen, girl, because you asked, I think everyone sucks here. Just like, why are we playing this game? Why are we putting your child through this torture? Your husband sucks. That being said, funny as you should have put this in nuclear revenge. That has got to be the funniest thing I've ever heard. I think you're a little bit of the a-hole here just with how you went.
Hear me out. The child ain't tortured because the child don't know where it came from, okay? Technically, it's a gift. Her daddy bought it. Her daddy intended to gift it. They just got gifted better. And the only way that the daughter will find out is if either one of them reacts and says something. And given that this child is 15, more than likely she knows the reason why her parents are getting a divorce. Okay. So daddy ain't gonna say nothing, and mama ain't gonna say nothing. But baby, listen, that is a lesson in patience. That is a lesson in patience, and that is the level of patience I aspire to have. To wait to know that you dipping your stick in somebody else's oil. And you buying a chick gifts? April, I think it was joint funds that it was purchased with. Let me explain something to you. Have I been cheated on before? Yes. One time I was offended by the cheating for all the wrong reasons. I was okay. I was offended that he just that I had an ex-husband that decided to cheat on me with an ugly broke chick, like broke like couch surfing in somebody else's basement. I know all the wrong reasons for me to be mad. But baby, you already engaging in one indiscretion, cheating on me and potentially opening me up to health issues and stuff and throwing off my pH balance. But 2, you gonna spend money? You gonna spend money own somebody else? You paying for Cooter Biscuit outside that? If you want to pay for it so bad, just pay me. That is bad business, sir. That is bad business. But kudos to this one. Kudos. But, because I don't know what y'all going through this week. But that's not the only cheating story that we got. Okay, so we don't have as many videos as we normally have to go through and to listen to. Okay, but this one, these radio shows that y'all, these radio shows. This one I just labeled funeral cheating. Me labeling it funeral cheating is going to be funny. Maybe to some of y'all after you hear this. It's a bit of a long one. So sit back, get comfortable. You know the drill, because I'm going to need y'all to pay attention. Okay? Now, in this one, I'm going to forewarn you. There's a dumb bitch and a crazy bitch. You're going to get it wrong at first as to who you think the dumb bitch is. But there's a dumb bitch and there's a crazy bitch. And it might be a dead bitch. You'll find out by the end. Remember, cheating and funeral.
I've been tagged and it's a new segment, so let's fucking go.
Please help you ask for it. 102.9 Off the Hook.
Gail says that she may have ruined the best relationship that she's ever had in years because, she couldn't compete with someone who isn't even alive.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, Gail, this already sounds complicated, so explain to us, how can we help you?
Hi. Okay. So this is hard to say out loud. But I've been dating this amazing man, Deo, for about 6 months, and he treats me better than anyone ever has.
That's beautiful.
But he lost his wife a few years ago, and I thought that I could handle that, and I told myself, Jill, you're grown, you can handle a little history, Turns out that I couldn't.
Oh.
And I said something cruel about his dead wife, and I can't take it back. And now he won't answer my calls, and I feel really awful about it, and I just want a chance to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard to deal with a partner's history sometimes, but you can't go as far as talking down on their deceased loved one.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to say it versus what you said. I mean, that was really harsh,
Very harsh.
And we really need to know what did you say to him that really turned things sideways, like all of that conversation. So let's get into that next on Off the Hook. Line with her boyfriend Deo when it came to his late wife. Gail, you told us that you said some very, very hurtful things to him. So tell us about that and everything that you said.
Yeah, so Deo talks about her, not every day, but enough. And just let me paint a picture of why I was feeling second to his late wife's ghost. So he keeps her picture in his office. His screensaver on his phone is their wedding photo, and just every day he goes to the cemetery after work, and many times he's still so emotional about it, and I don't talk to him until the next day because he can't even
he's still processing or something.
Yeah, exactly. So after a while, it started to feel like I was just dating a man who was half available. We would be at dinner, and he'd say "Oh, she used to love this wine," and at first I would just smile, swallow it, and just yeah, but inside, I'm just constantly comparing myself to a memory, and you can't win against a memory. A memory never ages, so it always lives in his mind.
Well, I mean, they were married, though.
They shared a special bond. I mean, you got to expect some of that.
Of course, yeah, I understand that, but we were at his house a few weeks ago, and I saw her old sweater folded neatly on a chair in the bedroom, and I just couldn't. I couldn't believe it. He told me he left things as they were because he doesn't want to throw things away yet. And I'm she died in a car accident 3 or 4 years ago. It's time to let it go.
I don't know.
And I said, I feel like I'm competing with your dead wife. Maybe you should be with her if you love her so much.
What?
Wow, Gail, that's a harsh.
I think that would upset
comment.
anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my proudest moment. And he got very quiet and he said, get out, just get out. And then I left, and I have just been haunted by the look on his face, like the pain in his eyes. He hasn't returned my calls or texts since, and it's been a few weeks now. I did send him a huge bouquet of flowers and like a condolence card to his house, and then obviously no reply. And I know grief like doesn't have a timeline. I know I was insensitive. But I just I want to feel chosen. I want to tell him I'm sorry and that I respect his past and his late wife, and I'm just so sorry.
Yeah, honestly, insensitive is a pretty mild way of putting it. But at the same time, it sounds like Deo also is still going through the healing process.
Yeah,
I don't think he's there yet.
Absolutely. It sounds like he's really still going through some tough moments in his heart. And, hopefully that bouquet that you sent him, kind of softened his heart a little bit and that it went a long way with him. But, I mean, you did insult his late wife and the marriage that they shared. And so, I know. So we're gonna call him next and hopefully get you two talking again. And we're gonna try next on Off the Hook. It's 102.9, the best throwbacks in R&B.
You need forgiveness? Fresca and Woody Ortiz help you ask for it. 102.9 Off the Hook.
Gail wants to apologize for not respecting the memory of her boyfriend's wife, who died a few years ago, unfortunately, with a car accident, and told him that if he still loves her, then just to go be with her.
I mean, that's it's extremely insensitive. He's clearly still going through it. Yeah. It kind of makes me question where his heart and his mind is at, to be honest with you.
I agree with you there, but let's see.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Deo?
No, he can't come to the phone right now. Who is this? Is this Gail?
Oh.
No.
You got some nerve calling him.
No, this is not Gail. This is Fresca from Fresca and Rudy on 102.9, and you're on the radio right now with us.
What do you mean your husband?
Yeah, who is this?
I'm Gail's wife, Abby. Stop messing with me, Gail.
Okay, hold on.
His wife?
This changes everything.
What?
Well, how do you know Gail, first of all?
Oh, how do I know Gail? Because she sent funeral flowers to my house addressed to my husband, talking about how I'm dead and how much she loves him and how he's everything to her. Yeah, he told me everything.
All right. Well, Abby, I'm sorry, because I know it's really going to seem as if we are complicating things here, but that's not our intention.
I think Dale's the one who complicated things here.
Well, Gail actually called us because she wanted to apologize to your husband, Deo, which you're on Off the Hook right now, and she's on the other line. Gail's on the other line, and this is a surprise to you, I'm sure.
Abby, we thought you were dead.
We tried to help two people work out an issue.
Nope, I'm alive.
But we try to find solutions here, and it sounds like you need to talk as well. Can we put you on the line?
Yeah, she's on the line right now. Put that on.
Whoa, relax.
Okay, I'm so confused. Is this a joke? You're confused that I'm alive and breathing? Yeah, I'm not dead, and stop messing with my husband. Yes, I am confused that you are alive and breathing. Your husband said that you are dead, and that he goes to your cemetery every day. I would never try to ruin a family. Your husband is lying to you. I sincerely did not know about you. Yeah, well, Deo has actually been telling me about a woman at work for the last 6 months that has been stalking him and harassing him and wants to go to HR in your ass.
This dude is twisted.
Okay, and also him telling you he's been visiting my grave every day after work. He's been coming home to me. So I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, why don't you take a minute and think about the actual facts, which is that he's been cheating on you and lying to you, and he is lying to you about the HR thing too, because we have been dating for the last 6 months. Do you not understand that? I did not know about you. He was lying to both of us.
Evie, so you're alive?
Obviously.
I just need to double check. This is crazy.
Breathing, and she's clearly delusional. So
Well, you know what,
I'm
Evie?
not.
Evie, I mean, I don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, your husband is lying to you. Clearly, he's had a relationship with Gail for, was it last year now?
6 months.
6 months. So,
I mean, I've never heard of a man taking it this far just to get some side piece.
Evie, I know that you have a lot of questions as well, but this isn't even the way we originally planned this whole thing.
Not even close.
We were supposed to ask Dale if he
Well,
was going to
wait
let her. Obviously, he's going to have to
for it,
come
'cause
back
I ain't
and do
gonna
this
believe
himself.
this
He got
one.
a lot of explaining
He
to
got
do.
a lot of explaining to do.
I ain't
But
gonna believe
Evie,
it.
he
They
lied
close
to
the
you.
picture.
Gail did not know anything. Are you willing to let her off the hook?
No. There is no way I am letting this sorry ass woman off the hook. You better sit away from my husband, Gail. I swear to God, if you come by here, if you call him, if you text him, if you email him, or even think of my husband, I'm coming to beat your...
Off the Hook with Fresca and Moody Ortiz. Every morning on the
What was
7th.
that?
607 and 70.
See, this man is a sociopath. Because
So the wife is mad at the side piece that didn't know that she was a side piece. The wife didn't put together. This woman knew your address. This woman admitted on the radio she's been to your house. He said, "Oh, it's too painful for me to move her stuff." So they was getting it in your marital home. Okay, the way I would send him to the Lord, same day shipping. Okay, same day between 3 to 5 p.m. Okay. And they work together. So Gail not knowing that the wife is alive, imagine how public they've been at work. But Evie, the wife, is mad at Gail because Dale done told her, "Oh, there's a crazy woman stalking me. I'm thinking about going to HR." What? What? Like, Miss Mamas, ain't no way I could be mad at another woman when my man is telling people I'm deceased, okay? Because he said, if anybody asks me where you been, I'm telling them you yonder. I'm telling them you yonder. And he's telling this woman, I'm so distraught, I can't talk to you the next day. That's a great way to have nobody call while you having wifey wife time. And that he's visiting the cemetery every day. People out here like, "Oh, he's just not ready to date." Because, like, if I was a friend of Gail's before knowing all the information, I'd have been like, you know what, be patient. This takes time. And, suggest some therapy, some counseling for him. Ain't no way I'm going to hear a woman tell me, not, "Oh, we're getting separated." Not, "Oh, we're just roommates." "Oh, she doesn't understand me. She's nagged me." You done killed me. You done sent me to the Lord and my mama and grandmamas. What? Mrs. Lyles, let me tell you, we'll be catching the case side by side. When I tell you how quickly I would have sent the bat signals up to all my sisters from other misters, the way we would have came together like the West Coast Avengers on dead ass. You heard me? Right. 3 years dead. Not like, "Oh, she recently died." 3 years dead, but I done kept all her stuff in the house because it's just so. He didn't even put in the energy or effort to like remove stuff, hide stuff in the house. And he was so comfortable. He just had this woman sitting there willing. Listen, let me explain something to you. I told y'all before, I had a philandering uncle. I truly think that it was an addiction. I do. A philandering uncle. And he did some stuff that I was like, this couldn't be topped. I told you about the time that newlywed, he had one of the side pieces go to the house, knock on the door, and ask his then wife for the keys to one of their extra cars. I thought, ain't no way you could top that. Ain't no way you could top that. This topped it. This topped it. Listen, I just had court this morning and I gotta be good for a little while. Yes, please, cuz be good. No. No, like usually it's the standard. She don't get me, or we're going through a divorce, or she a little sick. Right after her surgery, and I get her through that, I'ma leave her, and me and you, we gonna be together, baby. But you done killed me off and said that I have been maggot food for 3 years. Square up. Square up. Meet me outside. What that girl say? Catch me outside. How about that? Oh, 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 oh. This ain't even, I would call my brothers to whoop you. Nope. I need them to have plausible deniability. Okay. I need their tears to appear real at the funeral. Okay. Because I'm going to have them carry your casket and I'm going to trip them. Okay. When I tell you the Oscar winning performance I will put on at your funeral. Yeah, 15, 11 minutes in the parking lot. Let's go. Meet me at the playground at 3:15, Mr. Man. 3 years. You said I've been dead. And he said that the wife died in a car accident. He didn't even kill his wife off in a peaceful manner. No, she had to be mangled up. Evie, your husband don't like you. Like, he didn't even like choose, like, oh, she was sick for a while, but in the end, she was at peace and she died. Did y'all catch? He killed her off in a car accident. I know somebody who died in a car accident with their side piece. Now, folks tried to cover it up and was like, but he was a good man in the end. Okay. Didn't think anything would top that either. Did not think anything would top that either. Patreon need to quit playing with my page and open it up and let me put videos over there, because I need to tell y'all all of the hotels of everybody that I grew up around. This is why I say I didn't really like paying attention to the adults in my life, because they were some schizoids. I promise y'all, my life growing up, Tyler Perry ain't got nothing on it. But baby, and she's in the time, don't email my husband, don't think about, baby, they still work together. And if you go to HR, your husband gonna be unemployed. Then what? Because baby, in this economy, oh hell no. You like, it didn't dawn on you, like, how she know our address? Because that'd have been my first question. Baby, how she know where we live? How she know where we live, and why is she so comfortable to send you something and not even covertly? Like, she didn't send an Amazon package that you could have said you ordered for yourself, that you could have said somebody sent you. Why she send it this bold? Why her whole chest puffed out? Okay, why she peacocking? And why she think I'm dead? Somebody about to be with the Lord. Somebody about to be with the Lord. Okay, because they're gonna be on a search to find Nemo. Okay. And if you translate Nemo into, what is it, Roman, means nobody. You catch what I'm putting down? Oh, because I'ma send you to the king. You won't have nothing to bring. Cause what? Cause who? What you mean? No, it's probably not the first time he been caught. But like I said, it's gonna be a dumb bitch and a crazy bitch, and you gonna think that you gonna pick the wrong dumb bitch. He just got more elaborate with it, and the wife just going along with it. And I'm gonna tell you this. Women that react like that scare me more than anyone else on the planet. Because there are some women that want to hold on to that MRS no matter what. They do not care about being embarrassed. Baby, they will eliminate you to keep that man in that title, because it really ain't even about the man. It's the title. Miss Mamas, you can call yourself anything. You can label yourself anything. Mm-mm. Hey, how you doing? I can still hear your death. The death threats aren't towards you. They're for the mythical, imaginary person in my life that would say I was dead. Wait a minute. Did you tell somebody I was dead? Hey, Micah. Did you tell somebody I was deceased? I'll probably get caught because they'll probably get my DNA from my tears, though. Just be like, I walked in and I found him this way. That's why my tears is all over his body. Jesus Christ. And of course, the elder custodial minion is calling. Not yet, but I look good in black. I look really good in black. And I can officiate this. I can officiate the service. We are gathered here today to pay homage to a good man, Savannah. A great man, Savannah. He walked the earth until the Lord said, since you done said one of y'all in this household is a goner. Surprise, surprise. I don't know what happened. We were shopping. Here's a receipt. Yeah, after 3 years, he has not moved anything, even to clean the house. Right. Like my father, even though my father and my stepmother both widowers, okay? In the house that they live in, are there things from both of their perspective deceased spouses? Yes, namely us kids. I kid just a little bit. But like there's pictures, there's different things. Understandable. But you ain't moved nothing? You just kept everything? Hmm. Baby, listen. I will turn into the whole Mississippi Mass Choir myself and give a great send off. So be encouraged. I am heavily medicated. I am certified. I am the same person that incited a coup at the Grippy Sock Casino and Resort. Tell people I'm dead if you want to. I'll be rocking when they come. This woman like, don't you even think about my husband. Okay. Girl, he killed you off. Everybody at the job think that we together. They think you did too. Here's it, like he didn't want to put no energy or effort into it. He didn't want to like go back and forth between wallpapers, nothing. It's just but thank you all. Thank you all. Thank y'all. It's been another fantastic Fun News Friday. I would say I'm not gonna look at none of y'all DMs or emails till next week, but that's I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna be back here with some more craziness. I already fell asleep on a panel this morning. I was baked. Baby, I trust and believe I understand. He probably would have been better off saying it's cheaper to keep the furniture there. Right. Like, oh my goodness. But Thank you all for tuning in. For those listening exclusively over the radio airwaves, thank you for tuning in at gcpr.live. And for those that tuned in to watch and listen from all over the social media sphere, thank you, thank you, thank you. A little bit of housekeeping. Per usual, at 7 p.m., we will continue on with my series, Learning Through Literature and going through the Pervasion of Justice, the Jeffrey Epstein story. I believe we're up to chapter 4 today. If you missed any previous parts, you can go over to YouTube to @TazJ77 and go to the playlist titled Pervasion of Justice and go through there. If you missed any parts of Nobody's Girl, the memoir of Virginia Roberts Giuffre, that is over there in its entirety as well. And per usual, because some people are already starting to do it, I start to take suggestions on the next book for the series once we start to get to the last few chapters. Please do not send suggestions just yet, because it will get lost in the sauce. And I don't want to appear that I'm ignoring you. I am not. But keep in mind, one woman show over here for this literature series. So be patient. Okay. He didn't care at all. So it is Friday the 13th. If you superstitious, stay in the house. If you're not, go out, shake a tail feather, do what you do. I don't know. I don't know. Heard a rumor that if you have tattoos, Chipotle is giving you a buy one, get one. I don't know how true it is, but it's a bunch of people dancing about it on the internet, which I find is odd. But Five Guys is also having a buy one burger, get one burger free deal. So if you got a little extra coin, go ahead, splurge. Self-care, okay? And before you go into house, food is not self-care. Food is self-care, especially in this economy. Yes, it is. And snacks fix everything. Giving is temporarily, but for that temporary moment, everything in your life is fixed. Go fix it for a minute, okay? Do I like Cadbury Ears? I do. I do. All right, all right, all right. With that being said, as always, each one teach one, each one reach one. Love y'all. Be good. And if you do not desire to be good, don't be so bad that it requires bail. And remember, it only requires bail if you get caught. Yes, self-care comes in many forms. And some of y'all, the self-care is go touch yourself. Because if you keep touching my comment sections trying to correct me on something that I already corrected, you're going to be on the bad end of a read. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right now.